Hi, I'm going to talk about a little bit about supplies for making Warhammer and 40K type terrain. Uh, just got back from Dollarama. It's kind of like the pound stores here, the dollar stores. Anyways, for doing corrugated steel sheets, well, corrugated steel. It's kind of like that cardboard waffling stuff. Now this is an old packing one, but it's really nice and small. Let's see if I can zoom in here. This stuff here I just got at the dollar store. It comes in different colors. Of course, you're going to be painting it, but it's like the cardboard waffly type effect, eh? Anyways, you cut it into small squares and paint it with your metallic type paint, and it'll come out looking like corrugated steel. This is a plastic packaging type material, and I don't know if you'll be able to see on here. I'll try holding it steady. And you can see it's got kind of line striations in it. Anyways, for reinforced safety glass in a building where you've got, like let's say you're building a bunker and you want reinforced safety glass, if you fold this in half, you put it together, it looks just like it's got that reinforced wire meshing inside the glass there. So you can, have your little window and cut out pieces of this and stick it in the window. Looks just like reinforced safety glass in a small scale. Kind of cool stuff, eh? It came in packaging from the stuff I got at the dollar store. And speaking of packaging, this stuff here is chain link fencing, really small chain link fencing. This stuff is purple. I can't remember what this came off of. It's not the stuff off an onion bag, but it's perfect. So you just cut little strips, glue them on toothpicks, and there's your chain link fencing, eh? Of course, you got to paint it. Kind of like this waffly type stuff effect here. This is bigger. I have found this stuff right down to really small, so like N scale, 15 mil, 10 mil will work perfectly for 15 mil. There's some really small stuff. Now with the 40K stuff, it's kind of in the future in that it's city buildings. So I've got pipe work going into some of the buildings. This is a shower curtain. Plastic shower curtains. You can make a nice pipe effect going into the wall with these, by just cutting it here and then down here and then sticking it up against the wall. It looks like a pipe going up and into the wall. Same thing with like plastic chain. Or the other thing is coat hangers. Coat hangers make great things. Cut it off here, cut it off down here, and you've got a pipe going all the way up the wall and into it. Plus, with a little bit of heat, you can bend these, okay? If you don't do that, or can't find any plastic in that, you can always take wood and then, glue them together so that they look like pipes, okay? Use those. That works really good. Between floors in a big building, they're always filled full of ductwork and piping and stuff like that. So cardboard tubes, paint them silver and have various pipes and wires running through there. Looks really neat. You can also just take stiff wire and bend that however you want itself. This is aluminum wire. It comes off a chain link fencing. If you walk along a chain link fence, bigger one of these obviously, these are the little tie pieces, and there'll usually be about 5 or 6 of these just sitting there around the end of the post, eh? It's nice, good aluminum wire. You can do a lot of stuff with this stuff. Pound it down. What else did I find? This stuff here, this is kind of cool. I don't know what it's used for. It just says craft fiber sheet on it, but I paid $1 for it. It's very similar to the stuff I use for making my trees, my pine trees and coniferous trees. It looks like sisal glued together in, well, like a filtery type material. Comes in all different colors. This one's a dark green, and then there's a light green, and there was a white and red and stuff. So I picked up a bunch of the green and the natural colors. Should be useful for something. The other thing there, sanding sponges for when you're sanding your high density foam. I use a lot of this pink stuff, pink foam, insulation foam for doing my terrain. So these sanding sponges are really good. So hey, visit your local pound shop, your dollar store, and see what you can come up with. Oh, here's another one. These are cheap chopsticks, eh? I use these for tools all the time. For instance, I'm going to put rebar in the tops of the building. So like if you got a building and it's broken off at the top, it's just sort of concrete type thing, and you usually have little pieces of rebar sticking out of it. Hey, so what I use these for is I'm going to do a whole segment on little tools that I make. Okay, so search my little thing on homemade small tool modeling tools. Okay, and I'll put together a whole bunch of different tools that I use and make. Okay. Hey, more on dollar store crap. Stuff to build your gaming terrain with. Okay, this is kind of cool stuff. Okay, these are little glass beads. Hey, they're little perfect little round glass beads. I don't know what I'm going to use them for. Probably pearls or something like that. Or I can glue them on and use them as rivets. This is kind of neat stuff. I'll have to zoom in here for you. It's glitter. Okay, but it's in all different colors and sizes and that. Okay, so this is copper. Here's some rubies. Here's some miniature pearls. Here's some emeralds. And then you got gold dust. And you got silver dust. And these ones are kind of cool. They're a little bit thicker, but they look just like gold coins. Okay, well, on our small scale that we're building with, anyways. Kind of neat. They were $1 a piece, so I bought one of each color and stuff. And so if you're, I don't know, if you're doing Dungeons and Dragons and stuff and you need treasure or something, you can sprinkle those around. It looks kind of cool. Or if you're doing, 40K or something, you can have it in a factory, and this is sprinkled something either spilled out of a container. The green could be, slime or something. Anyways, how I got into showing you this was because a friend of mine gave me these. These are miniature stone, decorative stone, silver, and decorative stone, terracotta type thing. It's kitty litter. It's painted kitty litter. So, like I said before, use some kitty litter and, paint it yourself. It makes great gravel, make nice rock effects, okay? Don't buy it in little packages like this. These were free. Okay, another bit on supplies here, where to buy them type thing. Okay, these are coffee stir sticks. Okay? I use these a lot because they're nice and thin and wood. They take stain. Okay, where you want to get these is a store that supplies restaurants and stuff like that. Here we've got one that's called the Grocery People, and it's a cash and carry. You don't have to be a store to shop at these places. Okay, just need to know that they exist. Okay, so anyways. To find a nice big box, there's 1,000 in here, and I would have paid about $2.50 for them. Okay, you get these at a hobby store, and you're going to pay a heck of a lot more. So, yeah, search out stores like that. That's also a really good place to get your plastic gloves for when you're working. Is at one of these restaurant food supplying type stores. Little boxes. Now if you're going to be shipping this stuff off and that, there's other stores up here. There's one called Womaco. Okay, but anyways, what they do is they supply stores with their packaging materials. Eh, so stuff like your fancy papers or corrugated stuff, like some of your buildings you can use wallpaper too. Eh, put wallpaper on there and just little scrap pieces, peel it off. Eh, and when a building is blown up, there's still existing stuff there. Right? Anyways, search out stores like that. You'll save a ton of money. Ice cream little spoons. These are those little wooden spoons for, eating treats. Hey, these are really cool. I use these for all kinds of stuff from, mixing paints and stuff like that. Usually you can get these, quite cheap. Yeah, you go down to the 7-Eleven store or whatever, Max convenience type store, and, they'll have a whole whack of them there. Just ask for something, they'll give them to you. Anyways, what I did with these ones was I made little shutters for the Hobbit house. See if I can zoom in here for you. One of the tools I use is a wood burning tool every now and then. I don't use a hot wire.